I'm stepping way out of my comfort zone standing up here, so bear with me if I stumble along the way. I'm just like you said, I'm only human. Just like to elaborate a little bit on my upbringing. Born and raised in Manerua, South Auckland. Alcohol was a big part in the home. Had a father who was barely there, that I never had a relationship with. And for that reason, I actually found comfort on the streets at a young age. I felt safer sleeping in a park than sleeping in a room in my whare. It's been a rough ride. Skipping forward a few years, been through addiction, been through mental health issues, been through a lot of rejection, which led to a lot of low self-esteem within myself. Hence why I'm wearing, my body is just shaky today, like just being up here. So, but you know, I like to encourage people to get out of that comfort zone. It builds character, it builds, says a lot about who you are. Coming from a background of like addiction with meth, incarceration, all up, I've spent probably just under 10 years behind bars. That's an equivalent of like 3 jail sentences. Definitely something I'm not proud of. I'm not here to glamorize that. But those things led me to deal with daily struggles. Pardon me. And one thing that I really struggled with is that I was uneducated on the services that are out there to cater for people such as myself when I was in those moments, dealing with mental health, dealing with addiction. It's a lot more public now than it was, say, 15 years ago, to look for those kind of support networks. So we've come a long way, but one area that I see us neglecting is definitely our homeless. If anything, our homeless numbers out on the streets are crazy, and they're just getting bigger by the day. We need to do better as a country. How we do that, I'm unsure. Things to be grateful for. In 2018, I actually lost my sister to cancer. She passed away in my arms, and it was a whole new level of grief that I just can't explain. I took my addiction to another level. That led to irresponsible decisions, such as not paying my rent and so forth, because at the time my addiction was more important than my priorities. That led to my partner and I and our 2-month-old baby at the time being homeless. And yet I still thought about my addiction more than my family. That's how entrenched in addiction I was at the time. We slept in Aotea Square and other locations around the CBD in 2019, February of 2019, after losing my sister. And it was the toughest time of my life. I saw a lot while I was out on the streets. I felt a lot, and I'm still recovering from a lot that I experienced while out there, especially with my daughter. I think I could have done it alone without a problem, but knowing that I put my 2-month-old child in that situation was definitely something I'm not proud of. But I stand here before you today and own my actions. Grateful for my partner, who never gets the acknowledgement that she deserves. She's like a little shadow behind me that just likes to sit there and not get the glory or anything, but she definitely deserves it. I'm a walking testimony that a man is truly only as strong as the woman next to him. And I've made some amazing choices and changes in my life due to her believing in me and standing beside me.